Let's do volume 1.
Every week sees the release of multiple mysterious videos. However, some of these defy explanation. So, from a Mexican witch to a violent ghost, join us. Recently uploaded, this video was filmed somewhere in Montreal, Canada. The videographer films the moon on a daily basis. However, in his latest look, he apparently captured these UFOs.
Those aren't UFOs, they're beans, idiot. Clearly one of the astronauts just dropped them from orbit with the ISS.
Based on the size of their shadows, they would have to be massive.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
In this next video, a woman is casually walking down the street when she is suddenly and violently thrown by an unseen force.
Holy shit! It's like a Nacho Libre suplex.
While some blame a chain, others maintain there is nothing there. As such, if this isn't the answer, what kind of force would be able to throw over a person with such ease? In recent years, the phenomena of frozen planes has become a hot topic among paranormal enthusiasts. Usually credited to the simulation theory, most of the videos can be explained. However, this one continues to puzzle viewers. Shot by Atlanta resident Sebastian Barajas, it shows a private plane frozen in midair.
Thanks to Tier 1 Imleko. And the resub Sosuko.
Initially, some skeptics blamed the wind, yet the banner behind the plane doesn't reflect this.
Uh-oh. We do have ourselves a real mystery afoot. Who hacked the plane?
Eventually, after over a minute, the plane finally resumes its flight. But what caused it to freeze in the first place?
Probably just a server issue, I don't know.
Little is known about this next video, although it's believed to have been filmed in Russia. If that is the case, then this father and son may have captured the Almasty, the Russian Bigfoot.
Next to Tier 1 Prince. No, God! I knew it! I've been saying it for years, Sasquatch is real. Finally, the proof.
Compared to most Bigfoot footage, this one has little to no skeptics, and is considered to be one of the best videos out there. In particular, people draw attention to its massive shoulders and elongated arms.
Little to no skeptics,
which
huh?
seem to make a hoax unlikely.
Yeah, you can't dispute that, I guess. Looks pretty, no argument from me. Also, I'll just read this out. The number 8 one with the girl being knocked over is an edited video. It was originally a tire that flew off a truck and hit her in the face, and they edited the tire out. I've actually seen that on Twitter. Since there's a lot of videos where tires fly out and hit somebody, on Twitter there was an account that would edit the tires out and just have the impact, and I recognized one of them because I saw it on Reddit. They had edited out the tire on someone that was walking down the sidewalk and gets hit in the back and just like fucking flies forward. They edited the tire, and the entire like skeptic community on Twitter was like, see, fucking proof that something is afoot in our simulated universe. So that is actually a pretty common one.
On May 17th, 2006, a mysterious entity was filmed flying over the Nuevo Leon mountains in Mexico. According to those who captured the video, it appeared to be wearing a cape, an observation that led to theories it was a witch.
Is this, what am I looking at, a microscope? What the yes. Now I see it. That is, without a doubt, a witch.
Eerily, in support of this claim, 2 policemen revealed that they had seen a similar or identical witch that same day.
Una persona vestida de negro,
Thanks to resubs Quanto.
con plumas, dos garras negras, así negras.
Not tonight though, Q. We just caught up like literally 3 nights ago.
La veo así, pero ella iba agachada. Entonces me hago para atrás, me meto otra vez al cuarto donde estaba.
Thanks to resub Meat Strips, Fizzle, Gift Sub Prince, and Prime Dakota.
Según él, una noche cuando vigilaba este lote de autos, recibió la visita de 2 seres que volaban sobre el panteón de Santa Catarina, ubicado a espaldas del cerro donde fue grabada la enigmática figura. 2 años antes, Leonardo Samaniego
Perhaps metal.
relató un encuentro similar. Curiosamente,
Thanks to resub Logan.
era un policía.
One thing I've wanted to do is create one of these things. Like, I'd like to have Mark Rober whip up like a really convincing paranormal flying thing, and then just fly it around like, I don't know, some city, and see how many people pick up it, like, believing it's real.
However, some skeptics maintain that the supposed witch is actually just a bunch of balloons, yet those who saw it are insistent it was supernatural.
I think that's illegal. What, to convince people that the fucking witches exist?
In multiple public hero videos,
Thanks
this
to the
clip
gift sub
initially
TDL.
seems to depict the close-call rescue of a bystander. However, when researchers look closer, what seemed like an ordinary fall now appeared to be the result of paranormal interference.
What?
Eerily, when zoomed in, you can see a faint apparition, one that seems to actively push the bystander.
Okay. Yes. Ah, of course it's an apparition. What else would it be? Thanks to the resub Daffy and the anonymous bits. Skinwalker Ranch. Yep, that sounds like actual
Once the
serial
woman
killer
falls
shit.
on
I
the
can't watch that
tracks,
on
it
Twitch.
stays in place for a few seconds before disappearing.
Isn't this hold on. This clip right here. Isn't this the one where it was a drunk man that got arrested because he pushed her onto the tracks? That's this video, isn't it? Holy shit, hold on. That wasn't long ago. Let me see it. Where was it? There was a drunk homeless man, if I remember right, that pushed her onto the tracks. Or it could be a different one. But let's see. No, it's a different one. Or at least, I don't, well, Jesus, there's a couple instances, but it is, the one I was thinking of is not this one. Thanks to the resub Spike in the tier 1 waffles. Skinwalker Ranch was the first known sighting of a Wendigo. Okay, I see we're using those terms very loosely. Actually, tier 1 Emily Drones and the bits Aussie and Cinder. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll queue it up. But I'm trying to find this because I'm pretty sure this video is, I'm pretty sure it was a guy that pushed her because this looks very familiar. Okay, I guess not. Must have been a ghost. Thanks to the Prime Kung Fu and Kidney Stones and the resub Smiles. And the resub Rusty.
On April 8th,
That makes sense,
1994,
insanity.
the music world was shaken when Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain was found dead in his home, apparently having committed suicide. However, some fans are adamant he was murdered, likely on the orders of his wife, Courtney Love. To investigate this theory, film now believed to be fellow musician Alan Wench. Mysteriously, Wench was the last person to see Ducci alive before he was found dead a few days later.
What?
Still, the mystery isn't over just yet. Near the end of the aforementioned interview, an unknown woman seems to scream out, "Help her."
No, alright. Now that one's kind of interesting. It's not like a ghost thing or anything, that's just kind of interesting. I've never heard that theory. Who was that? Al Duce? Is that even a real thing? El Duce. Eldon Hoke. After the body of frontman Kurt Cobain was discovered in the greenhouse of Cobain's Lake Washington home, Hoke began making the claim that Cobain's wife, Courtney Love, had offered to pay him to kill Cobain. Hoke promoted his story in such media outlets as Jerry Springer, Inquirer, and Nick Broomfield's documentary Kurt and Courtney. In 1996, Hoke passed a lie detector test when claiming that Love had offered him $50K to kill Cobain. In 1997, Duche, I don't know how to say it, it's whatever, again claimed that Love offered him $50K to whack Cobain. Claimed that he knew who did kill Cobain, giving the name Alan, and some people think it was Alan Rinch, but he said he would let the FBI catch him. According to a self-published book by Mentor's bass player Steve Broy, the whole story was concocted by Mentor's associate Rev Bud Green in order to sell to supermarket tabloids. Nice. Interestingly, though, April 19th, 1997, one day after his final performance and talking to Brent Alden, 8 days after filming his interview with Nick Broomfield in the Kurt and Courtney documentary, he was found dead on the railroad tracks, decapitation in an accident, and was hit on by a full freight train going 60. That is pretty fucking weird. Thanks to the Prime Ram and the resub Drobes. The day's been alright, Bear. Hope you've done well. Wild. According to the documentary made about, or autobiography made about El Ducci, there were people on the track, on the other side of the tracks, that called out to him, and he went over to meet them and got stuck. Thanks to the Prime Lumbo. So who is Alan Rinch? How deep does this go? What a fucking unfortunate name. Alan Rinch just of course brings me Alan Wrenches to buy. I see. So he doesn't want to be found. That crafty Alan Rinch. Damn. Alright, I'll do Alan Rinch Cobain. Alright. Murdering Kurt Cobain, finishing it all off. I actually have a photo of Alan Rinch with Kurt Cobain wearing the shirt that he died in. Alan Rinch says he killed Kurt Cobain. Who is Alan Rinch? Yeah, there's not a whole lot about Alan Rinch. But it just seems like a guy who's trying to piggyback off of that story from El Ducci.
Whilst most have heard of the mainstream 9/11 conspiracies, one controversial theory proposes that United 93 was actually empty when it crashed. Supposedly, the passengers
Oh, this
were
one's just
removed
really
from the
fucking
plane
disrespectful.
and subsequently murdered. To prove this video, years before its release, in December 2009, these two videos were uploaded to YouTube. Shot in Moscow, they appear to show the same pyramid-shaped UFO. After the release of this footage,
Oh, wow.
sections of the pyramid went quiet. Then in 2018, this UFO was caught above the Pentagon.
Holy shit.
Mysteriously, around the same time, this leaked video found its way online. Allegedly taken at a UN closed meeting in New York,
Thanks to Tier 1
a
pool
woman
and the Tier
reveals
1
the
boom.
Pentagon pyramid was extraterrestrial in nature. Interestingly, she is now identified as Alaya Prokofyeva, the real founder of the private space company, Galactica.
What? Oh my god, aliens are real. I knew it! It's proven! Would a triangle really be the best shape for their ships, though? This shit is from a movie? Thanks to resub Leo. What movie? Thanks to Prime Crown. What movie, though, is what I'm asking. I mean, I think it's... I also think it's from a movie. Would be my guess. Like, this is so convenient that it's just like an exposition dump here.
Allegedly taken at a UN closed meeting in
But I don't know what movie. Let's see. Alaya Prokofyeva. Prokofyeva. Yep, that's how you say it. Alaya Prokofyeva, founder, CEO of Human Cosmos. The only thing I find is her, like, LinkedIn pages. Everything I find about her is her posting about herself. Check comments. YouTube comments is the worst fucking place for anything ever. I guarantee they believed every single one of the things in here. Yep, that was definitely Bigfoot. Can't argue with that. Well, never mind, actually. Most of them are just calling it out. Nice. So this is the channel that convinced you ghosts were real? How? Thanks to Tier 1 Kenny. I love this kind of shit, though. I think it's so fucking goofy fun. So I'm in to watch more, but I don't know how this was able to convince you in the existence of ghosts. I'm gonna take a tinkle and fill up my water real quick though, so I will be right back. I'm back, team. Who's ready to get convinced of the paranormal? Thanks to the resub, Fruit Loop, Crunchy, and the 2 gift subs, Billiam, and the resub, Corpse Stickman, and Cat. Thanks to the bits, Olag. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm wishing you and your family the best. That's horrible. Wishing all of you good luck. Thanks to Prime Tyler. BuzzFeed Unsolved isn't very fun. Night, Christopher.
A weekly internet show, The Atheist Experience has run for over a decade, and generally sees the host debate with various callers over different religious matters. However, during a seemingly regular, if not slightly intense call in 2014,
Thanks to resub
there was a sudden bizarre and downright chilling moment live on air.
That's just a silly argument. I mean, I understand.
I agree with you. I'm just trying to get at why it's a silly argument.
Well, I understand that that statement was originally said by Carl Sagan, but who really cares about, them requiring extraordinary claims and evidence?
So then you should believe I rose from the dead. Okay. I terrified her with my awesome logic.
Apparently.
That's the creepy, mysterious moment?
As heard, while the hosts argue with the caller, she abruptly lets out a blood-curdling scream, and before we can hear any more, they disconnect the call.
What?
Disturbingly, the screams sound uncomfortably real, as though the woman was actually attacked. In fact, many viewers were so convinced the call was genuine that they asked the show to track down the woman's address. Others though
Holy
aren't
shit.
so convinced and contend the scream was merely a sound
Exhibits
effect.
Belarus.
Still, is it possible the woman was literally murdered on air?
Okay.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
A reality series is one of the last places you'd expect to find credible proof of life after death. However, one Big Brother contestant allegedly heard the voice of her dead sister.
Ué, eu ouvi meu nome.
What?
Cida? Cida? Aonde?
This is a mysterious video?
Aonde?
I think he was just happy to be watching some Brazilian Big Brother here.
Still, the mystery seems over when a fellow contestant claims responsibility.
I'm just gonna skip through this. I think
Yeah,
it's
things
just
get
this
even
guy
hairier.
being horny.
In the previous look at mysterious videos, I covered a plane supposedly frozen in the air. To some, this was evidence of the simulation theory.
Thanks to some
While for
Chris Crab
skeptics,
and
it was just the wind.
Ghetto Works.
However,
and
either
the Dollar
way,
Astro.
these so-called glitches in the Matrix not only affect aircraft, but also apparently birds. Now, admittedly, most of these videos are easily explained as normal hunting behaviour. Yet what if the bird was dead, and still somehow floating?
What is it? What is it? Can you see it?
This is an old patch. Yeah. Just a bit of lag. Desync.
It's what the hell is that?
According to one onlooker, Nino Tobrak-Kojan,
Here's the
he
Prime
watched
Demon.
it for at least 2 minutes, but saw no movement whatsoever.
2 minutes?
Unsurprisingly,
He drove
the
right
video
by it.
has itself led to stranger theories. The common consensus is that it's proof of the aforementioned artificial reality, but alternative bizarre ideas claim it's a government drone, or even a broken alien device. Leave your own theories in the comments.
What the hell is that?
Yes, a broken alien device is pretty reasonable given all the evidence. Thanks to the resub Arisen and Detergent.
If you've spent any time in conspiracy circles, you've likely heard of the chemtrail theory. The idea is that many contrails are actually filled with undisclosed chemical substances.
They're making our dicks
These
smaller.
chemtrails then slowly poison the atmosphere with the overall purpose of human population control.
It's
However,
clearly
an
not
additional
working.
And downright bizarre theory posits that said chemicals are released via cloaked government planes. Now, obviously, this sounds ridiculous, but believers have offered up some weird videos. Incredibly, on July 17th, 2019, Skywatcher Eye of the Beholder filmed this unexplained anomaly in Bucharest,
Sweet, thanks,
Romania.
Eris. Yeah, I know, I love these things, Mafia. Thanks to the resub, Maddie. And yeah, True Cult.
Still, you might say this was just an optical illusion, yet 2 days before this video was released, amateur researcher Linda Miller captured another one of these planes.
Thanks to the resub, Varus. Looks pretty good. I can't,
So could the
yeah.
impossible be true?
There we go.
And the government actually use invisible planes?
Thanks to the resub, Clorox and the Prime Stick.
Hidden in the remote Monitor Valley of Nevada lies the boiling hot spring Diane's Punch Bowl. Such extraordinary heat has led to the alternative name Devil's Cauldron. But
I've
could
heard of
there be
that.
an additional and darker reason for this?
Oh.
One person who may have stumbled upon the answer is the channel Texrax. For years, they've tested the durability of multiple pieces of technology via different extreme situations. As such, the boiling cauldron was a perfect place to test the survival capabilities of the iPhone 11.
Okay guys, so check it out.
Thanks to resub Otis.
We're gonna slowly but surely dip it straight in the water.
Still, the
Alright, I'll check it
experiment
out.
seems like a flop with Texrax's first test.
Thanks to Prime Veronis.
However, the second time Texrax drops the phone, he captures something truly chilling.
Wow, what the fuck? It's demons!
Texrax himself is at a loss to explain the screams, but this hasn't stopped his viewers from claiming the cauldron is actually a portal to hell. Now, obviously this theory is speculative at best, but there's no doubt the sounds are unusual. So what's really the answer? Be sure to let me know.
It goes to hell. What do you mean? We got the answer. What the fuck are you talking about? You heard the screams. Demons are always screaming
In the world
hell.
of UFO research, some self-proclaimed hunters often analyze.
It's not the
NASA
drone.
feeds
It was
for proof.
fucking demons.
Unfortunately, for the most part, they're left with blurry pictures of normal space phenomena.
Thanks
However,
to
every
Geo
now and then, the cameras pick up something that shouldn't be
Nuka
there.
Ruka and the Prime.
The most recent
Itlo
example
and
of
bread.
this was on February 19th, 2020, when ufologists spotted this bizarre object.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bear. We'll do the Ghost of Camel in just a moment. I'm busy being enlightened. Thanks, Resub Crimpy.
Incredibly, based on its size compared to that of the nearby planets, the UFO appears to be massive on an unprecedented scale. Still, despite such inspired speculation, NASA claims the artifact anomaly is actually an internal reflection of Venus. Intriguingly though, researchers have noted the UFO's similarity to Ezekiel's wheel, long suspected to be proof of the ancient alien theory.
Yep, that's
For
what I
those
was
unaware,
thinking too.
The Bible claims the prophet was visited by a flying chariot, yet others believe it was a spaceship. No doubt this sounds like blatant pseudoscience, except the idea was surprisingly correlated by NASA chief Joseph Blumrich. So is the solar anomaly proof that Ezekiel's wheel has returned? Or was it
Yeah.
really just a reflection of Venus?
No, it's Ezekiel's wheel. Like, you can't argue with that. Look at that shit. It's like a fucking Beyblade over there.
If this year didn't feel apocalyptic enough, some believe a dragon has now been filmed in China. In a scene sensationally described as Hell on Earth, a sudden explosion recently hit the Tiexi district of Shenyang. Officially, it was the result of a lightning strike. However, many are convinced it was some type of plasma weapon, and even weirder still, that it had a connection to this flying creature.
Wow. It's always so convenient that someone's like looking in the correct direction to catch something like that in a totally innocent, nothing going on kind of day. I always just find that really lucky, just how lucky we are to get those kind of angles, because he's clearly holding his phone.
Mysteriously,
He just decided to start recording while driving over by those buildings doing nothing.
Like a dragon silhouette behind the apartments. Covered by multiple cameras, skeptics have claimed it's merely a piece of plastic debris, yet it seems to flap its wings.
That was sweet, Bear. No, I think
So
it's
is
just.
it possible
I don't
that
think so.
anomaly
Boom.
really is some unexplained creature? And if so, why was its appearance perfectly timed with the explosion? Is this proof they're related, or was it just a bunch of debris and a few coincidences? What's your opinion?
I think it's a dragon. I mean, what the fuck else could it be?
A video that bears unnerving similarity to that of the frozen bird clip. This was taken back in September 2019. Posted to Facebook by Morgan Lyons, she supposedly stumbled upon this crowd of seemingly frozen people. This is definitely weird enough, but even stranger, there'd been nobody there 10 minutes earlier.
What the fuck is happening?
Holy shit. The NPCs, their code is fucked up.
Gotta go. Get me out.
Now this is certainly mysterious, but could there be a simple explanation? According to some comments, the group is a class from Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation retreat, in which participants stand completely still in order to become fully immersed in the experience. However, others remain skeptical of this, and question why they would freeze in such uncomfortable positions, as well as why some members are stood nowhere near each other. Additionally, viewers state that they couldn't all stand still without at least some instance of movement. So, if the people aren't from the meditation retreat, could it perhaps be an elaborate prank? Or, as a few far-out theories postulate, further evidence of the simulation hypothesis?
I think simulation.
Gotta go. Get me out.
You didn't see one moving. That was an illusion to hide the malfunctioning simulated
Earlier this
universe.
year, the city of Bryan, Texas was rocked by a horde of banshee-like screams, and although officials blamed the pressure release valve, many residents are
Hey, I have
convinced
seen
of
that
an
phase, and thank
otherworldly
you.
explanation. One of these is
Makes me
Daniel
so
Robb,
cool.
who was one of the first to record the screams. According to Rob, they apparently started around 8:30 in the midst of an unusually powerful thunderstorm, and continued for an hour.
There's a sound screaming, it's like a scream. It's so freaking loud, and it's coming from up in the air, like up there. It's been going on now.
Jesus.
What is that? I swear I saw like this thing when the lightning was flashing a second ago. What the fuck?
This one was a real thing? What did it
The
turn out to
screams come
be?
in fairly regular intervals, with an odd mixture of vibration sounds and shrieks. Most inexplicably, they seem to be extremely loud, and yet somehow far in the distance.
That is so loud and so eerie. It's like a banshee, blood curdling.
So what did it turn out to be then, if it's real?
There it is again.
It's Zapdos? That's kind of what I was thinking.
What is that?
Fortunately, however, resident Rusty Appolida was able to get a much more close-up recording. Unfortunately, his video only makes the screams that much more creepy.
Uh-oh. Oh, is that... I think it's a fox that makes a
Curiously,
fucking
the
super loud
screams seem
scream,
to
right?
end with an animalistic cry.
Is that a fox or
While
something?
around
What
the
am I
same
thinking of?
time, there are a series of mysterious blue flashes. Eerily, these screams sound like they're coming from something alive, and not
Mountain
an object,
lion?
as others speculated.
Needs to resub Maddie.
So what was responsible?
True boom. It could be.
For now we don't know, but the answer probably lies in Rob's other two videos. Interestingly, the earlier clip shows the Air Force responding to an unidentified object, in the exact same location where he later captured the screams.
Yes, it was probably an alien spacecraft screaming.
Meanwhile, in the latter piece of footage, it looks as if Rob potentially captured said object.
It's coming from up there. See that thing in the sky? Flashes?
Thanks, resub Sun Bro, Neptune in the Prime Atrium.
What was this UFO? A weather modification device as has been suggested? Or is there a more darker outlook?
That's not a cloud. It's a witch. So what does a mountain lion scream sound like?